So practice day 1 done. Not a great success, not 100% success by any means. 7 miles completed in not too bad a time. What have I learned today? Well, I've learned that the Chiltern Way Society maps are not great. It's difficult at points to distinguish on the ground which footpath the Chiltern Way is, because there's so many footpaths marked on the maps and out on the ground in the Chilterns. It's difficult to distinguish which one is the main Chiltern Way. Obviously, on the way itself, there's a lot of gates and a lot of styles to negotiate. The terrain is 90% off-road, so with the overnight rain it was pretty wet underfoot at times. There's a lot of gradient both up and down, a lot of tree roots and stones and things to negotiate. So it's pretty slow going, so I reckon probably more like 4 hours a day rather than 3 hours a day to actually complete the 13.5 to 14.5 miles each day. The running itself wasn't too difficult. Given the fact that you're stopping all the time, it probably makes it a little bit easier and a little bit less tiring. The equipment I had all with me worked well, although there's a few lessons identified there. The unfortunate thing today was that I knew I had to finish around 10:30. Because it took me longer than I thought, I wasn't where I was supposed to be picked up by Laura and the kids. So I had to wait a couple of miles away from where they were. I couldn't get a signal to ring her. She couldn't get a signal to ring me. I finally got a message through and had about a 45-minute wait till I got picked up. But there we go. That's another lesson learned. Take the work mobile with me so I've got another mobile on a different network to hopefully get a signal. Take some kind of emergency blanket as well, because while I was waiting, I was getting a little bit cold at points, even though it is quite sunny today. So that's another lesson learned. I had enough water. Probably take a bit more food as well, just stuff to snack on the way, keep me going. Part of it's boredom as well, more than anything, rather than actually being hungry or needing the sugar boost. Take some money to pay for a cab fare, bus fare, or pay for a phone call in a pub like I had to today. And obviously make sure that the person who's picking you up has got a copy of the route that you're on, so they can kind of trace it back if you're not where you're supposed to be by a certain time. All in all, day 1 practice, not a great success, but learnt a lot of lessons ready for day 2 practice tomorrow. So hopefully that will be a lot more successful, and we can start to get used to the way markers and the terrain.